So talk about, you're filling a big role this year, talking about taking over for a kid like Dom Scavo. Just talk about what kind of pressure that is going into the season.
I'm not really too worried about it. I mean, we're a team. This isn't a one-man game, and I'm just going to do my best.
Talk about the tradition that is here right now. 3 state championships in a row, 39-0. There's got to be a little pressure goes with that.
Yeah, I just try and put that behind me and not worry about it. We're just trying to win one by one.
426. 426. Hit.
How different was it taking the field this year for your first day of practice without Coach Maston around?
It's different, but Coach Warner's a great coach. He's taking good care of us. I think he'll be just fine.
Talk about what your off season entails, including the weight room. Are you guys in the weight room a lot? Talk about that.
Oh yeah, we're all off season. Just everybody was in there, just working hard.
Talk about offensively. You guys lost a lot of firepower last year, but you got a lot of return. And talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously losing the section or Class B Player of the Year, Dominic Scavo, it's gonna hurt your team. But we've got people to fill in the spots. I mean, we're rebuilding, but we're going to be a good offense.
The first day of practice coming here without Coach Masson, I know how close you guys were. Talk how different that was, and having a new coach like Coach Werner, who's obviously very, very capable in good hands. Talk about what that was like, first day of practice.
First day. Coach Werner's great. I mean, it's a little more relaxed. I can still hear Mr. Maston screaming in the back of my head, but he knows what he's doing. He was under Coach Maston for, I think, 9 years. He'll be fine.
The obvious question, Coach, taking over for legendary Gene Maston. You've been on his staff for several years now. Talk about the first day of practice, what that meant coming out here.
The first day of practice, it was a little strange, but the kids made it seem. The transition was seamless. The kids were great. It was just like he was here, only his voice was my voice. The kids responded very quickly. So within the first 5-10 minutes, we were in and we were kind of starting our own path. So he left his program in good shape. It's a great tradition. So the kids knew it was time to get to work.
Talk about this 39-0 streak you got going on. Are you guys taking this thing one game at a time? And you guys got the 4th longest streak in the country right now. Talk a little bit about what your mindset is.
We're real excited to have this streak. 4th longest in the nation. It's a great honor, but I mean, we're not looking back on anything. We're looking ahead right now to try and take it one game at a time, like you said.
Good job.
Who's going to take over the leadership role Dom Scavo left? I mean, he was so vital, as a leader, as a quarterback. Who takes over that role?
I've had a lot of seniors step up. We obviously have Zach Bacon back, who's going to be a 4-year starter. And we have a veteran line group, a lot of good receivers. So I think all the seniors collectively have kind of stepped up to fill the void.
Zach, talk about, another season coming up. Have you ever lost a high school football game?
No, sir.
What it's going to take to keep that streak going?
I just think tempo, the whole thing. We got to get moving. We got to just keep it up and keep on moving.
9-26. Hit.
About every year I hear this is going to be the best line around. This could be another good line this year. Talk about that.
We like to, it's no secret, we like to run the ball here. So, and that starts with the guys up front. So we put an extra emphasis on developing those linemen even from the Pee Wee leagues all the way up through. It's not a position where kids maybe shy away from, because they know that that's what we're all about, is pounding the ball, and those big guys are very important to that.
You talked after practice about tempo. Right now, you were happy with the way that the kids were working hard and doing all, but right now your tempo, and we're still early season. I mean, talk about your tempo. Are you a tempo guy?
Absolutely. You want to be able to dictate tempo to the defense so that they're on their heels and you are kind of doing whatever you feel like. From a defense perspective, that's what you want to do to the offense. You want to dictate what they can and can't do with the packages you present. So tempo is a huge part of our game. These are with Zach. The tailbacks feel better with him in front. Quarterbacks feel better when he's pass protecting. I can't say that opposing offenses are going to feel real good, but he's a great leader, and he's just hard-nosed football player. If you looked up football player in a dictionary, you're going to see a picture of him.
You know, is this team capable of shutting down a pretty good offense on the other side of the ball?
Oh yeah, we're capable. We're not 100% yet. We're not 100% yet. We need to get where everyone's locked on at every point and no one's making mistakes.